Hello, this is Good Man for the Good Man Radio Show on this Tuesday. Hope everybody's having a great Tuesday. It's kind of looking cloudy outside today. We're live here, not far from downtown Greenville, about a mile from Bob Jones, and about less than 10, 5 or 3 minutes from the 103.3, 95.9 or 5. Hope everybody's having a great Tuesday. We're in the second day of June already and everything, and I was like, NASCAR's going to try something here with fans in the stands. I don't know if it's too early. It's too early. I don't know how you're going to do it. But it's something I saw, but I don't know if it's going to stick or not. But the stuff is not over with. The numbers still going up and everything else. Next time we're going to get hammered probably maybe by Thanksgiving. So some places are already talking about taking people out of school and putting them back in the thing to do. Because all the numbers keep going up again. It's going to get worse because all this other stuff's been going on. I ain't going to get into all that mess. But it's been a sad watching that and everything. But other than that, it's been a pretty good day here. It's been a hot one out here. It's supposed to be in the 90s and then later in the week and everything here in Greenville. I think things are rolling for my good friend Jeff Henderson, his balance act record with Don Parson and everything, and that sounds really good. Thanks for all the likes and everything, for people listening and everything. I don't know what's going on with my TuneIn Radio app. I ain't figured out. I ain't got it fixed yet, and I've been trying to fix it, and I don't know what's wrong with it. Can't do nothing with it. It's like this show will be up the top of my shows, but it's like the one that was finally on the next one will slide down. I don't know what's going on with the app. I figured this out. I wrote them and told them and ain't heard nothing back from them asking what's going on with it. But it's happening on my end because I was not even signed into it and I got even looked at it that way. It does it. I don't know what's going on with it. But I don't know if anybody else is having that same problem or not on there. I have to look at theirs and see. But it's kind of interesting. But I love TuneIn Radio because all the radio stations I listen to from all over the United States and everything in different countries and states and stuff. I listen from all the way down to Daytona, back to California, all the way to north, all the way to Wisconsin and Columbus, Ohio, and some place in between. I got 2 stations from Wisconsin. I got some down here in the Charleston area and the Myrtle Beach area, and one called the Z95 down in Sumter. I think that's where it is. Somewhere between Florence and there. I listen to them too sometimes. I ain't listening much today. I was listening to 103.3, 95.9 FM earlier with Lee Alexandra. He was playing the Daryl Hall and John Oates for his lunch with Lee. And that's the most coolest songs ever. He's playing all the songs I told him to play and asked him to. But I know their greatest hits very well. Kiss on Your List, Man Eater, Private Eye, and everything. It's kind of cool. Really cool lunch with Lee today. I love listening to them when I can. And then later on starting now, it's got Craig DeBolt and Action Jackson with Traffic. Right now on 103.3, 95.9 FM. I hadn't been in that studio in a long time. I wish they would invite me back. I don't know if I told them I had done another great interview Sunday, and they asked me how everybody was doing. I was like, cool. Because they know how I am and stuff. Man, I ain't talked to them in a while. They know I'll jump in there and say something somewhere. I ain't talked to Bill Love in a while. He probably wouldn't want to happen to me, but he's still following my Facebook page with my Greater Man Radio Show, Facebook/Greater Man 45, and I'm on iHeartRadio. I typed in my show. It comes up to iHeart. There's two different ones on that one. If you come into the one that has 51 episodes, that's the wrong one. That's the old one. Somebody had a glitch where they put it weird. They changed my logo on there, but they didn't upgrade the new music to it. But they did put a new one up there, and I get that one up there, and I've shared it on my Facebook before. I don't know. I didn't listen to the interview I did. It was a pretty good interview on Sunday. I do my interviews very well. It's kind of like, last minute, you're preparing, but I can usually get them started pretty good and stuff. I hated my voice went out of whack. That usually happens. I think it's because the Lexus sick I'm on. I went drinking enough and kind of dry my voice out. That's the only thing I can figure out what might have happened. Because I got to talking so much. I'm trying to talk over music and stuff in there, and you're talking over and everybody can hear you, and it makes it rough. But I saw the pictures turn out pretty good, I took, and I see some of what they took there too, and did very well. I didn't get most of those, but some of that, because I was sitting there signing to being a witness to the contract and everything that Sunday. But I got some video of him signing it, and that's the one thing I wanted to do, and because he's better to document it that way too. And I'm hoping to have more things going on with Jeff and maybe with the Balance Act Records, and I'm on Don, if he's listening to this one, and if you have me want to do anything else with me, you can get in touch with me because you have my cell number and everything now. If you're listening to this show, and I'm going to put his in there on my phone too, because I have the card and stuff. Excuse me. I'm sleepy. I'm tired. It's been a hot day outside. I just noticed I got something else to the trash from last night, the pizza box. Second and Charles having a big good sale, I think, on Funko Pops and stuff. I noticed another Funko Pop I noticed they were probably carrying. I forgot they were probably carrying the Smokey and the Bandit one of Smokey and the Bandit. That's a cool one. I like that one. That's kind of cool with him with his cowboy hat. They haven't even had last time I was in there, they had Ace. Oh Lordy, wait a minute. They even had kids ones in there. Let's see what else they had. They had the Beverly Hills Cop. One of Axel Foley in there. A different version of him. One with bananas. I didn't stick no banana in my tailpipes. That kind of thing. And the banana and the tailpipes of the Axel Foley. That's pretty cool. I love watching Beverly Hills Cop. I got all 1 through 3. They have a lot of TV shows. I noticed they have a lot of DVDs and stuff on sale, and they have boxed DVDs. I didn't know if they are still having that or not. Still, I don't know. I'm going to go down and find out what's going on down there again. I want to get I like to have the Burt Reynolds ones. That's pretty cool. The Smokey and the Bandit. I watched something else. They had the Dukes of Hazzard movie on last night running on True TV. That's kind of weird to see a movie on True TV, but that usually happens sometimes. But that's kind of cool. I didn't watch one. I like watching National Court. Sometimes I gotta pop one of those DVDs in and watch Night Court one day. And everything, and now I got a thing to charge my phone up now. Got a power bank. Kind of cool thing. I can keep my phone charged when I'm working and stuff, so I have to be plugged up to power. I think you still got to pull. I don't know how this thing works. It's gonna be interesting. I don't know what else to talk about here. Yes, new comic books comes out Wednesday at Richard's Comic Books. Tomorrow, actually, a new Shazam with Batman in it. I saw that one. I got all excited because I like Batman and Shazam. Oh yeah, it's kind of cool. Yeah, I love doing comic books and stuff and everything. My biggest is Shazam. I gotta finish reading the book on all the Snoopy cartoons and stuff in it. I gotta go back through this stack of comic books here. I'm gonna get rid of some more. I think I don't know. I might keep the first issue of this one I saw there. I got down here. And the Spider-Man and something in it. I like Spider-Man at times. I have the two books. It's got every Spider-Man issue in it from both eras, and from all the way up to when they first did the Spider-Man, all the way to I don't know when. And the next one I forget reading those soon. Still reading my Shazam 70th anniversary one, 75 years. I got back. I need to start reading a little bit better. I've been reading how to do podcasting too, and I still can't even finish that book. Because I kind of got overboard with it and kind of went haywire and started really doing good shows here and everything. And I love doing paranormal. I love watching paranormal shows. And we watched Ghost Adventures and Ghost Nation. As the new one's still coming back on. See, tonight's America's Got Talent. And what ran yesterday? Oh, we watched Worst Cooks, Celebrities Worst Cooks. I love that show and everything. A good one. Let's play something here. I don't know. I ain't played nothing good in a while. Let's play the good vibes. Gotta have some good vibes today. Alrighty, this is Dread the Man for the Man Radio Show here, coming to you from Greenville, South Carolina. I love doing my radio voice. I go in a whole different mood when I'm on the air and everything. Everybody tells me that. I have a different voice here. I'm like in this mode, and if I'm out in the open, I'm not in that mode. Sometimes I am. It all depends on what kind of mood I'm in. I'm always trying to upgrade and keep my voice going and stuff, and keep myself and doing different things just to prepare myself for next whatever I'm doing. Always doing weird voices and talking differently when I go outside. Sometimes you might not even, somebody might say, heck, there's 2 or 3 people out here. No, it's just me. Because I start doing different voices and you don't know who's out there. I know probably neighbors are like, what the heck? But I don't know, they might, well, some of them knows, see me wearing my t-shirt and stuff. It says Grandman Radio show on it. And I love picking up new listeners and stuff, you know. I never thought it would go this big, but I do pretty good at it. And everybody tells me I do pretty good and everything. And I didn't know how to make a good following. I'm ready to go traveling soon and getting back out there and taking my show on the road like I always do. And I have got to find that microphone I have. I should have had it with me that day I did the interview. That would have worked very well. But that's something new I'm going to try to start doing. I'm going to carry that next time. And I'm sort of like a news reporter with a microphone, but it's actually, podcasting, where I have found out I can use it. I hadn't used it in a while and stuff, and I got it from my daughter and stuff, and she's like not using it. My parents like, here, go ahead. I need to get that out. Next time I go out somewhere and carry it with me, I want to get one that has where I can put my logo on it, and then actually have my logo where hey, it stands out like Fox News or somewhere. Yeah. But it's a Great American Radio Show. Everybody knows who you are and stuff. I have media passes, and with my logo it says owner and producer of the show, and I usually wear them around my neck. I didn't have it on Sunday. I stuck them in my pocket, and probably should have had it on, but I didn't want to stand out that much. I love having the actual, that's why I got liking doing people with passes, because when I worked, in these places, I loved it. It showed who I am, what I was supposed to be doing, and everything. I got some cool stuff out of it when I worked backstage at the Bala Center. Well, now Bonskill's Core Wellness Center. Probably you can say that right. I watched a lot of big time shows come out of there. Watched wrestling there several times. I have been to the Spartan Auditorium several times. I've been to the Peace Center. I even worked backstage at the Peace Center for the Phantom Opera. I have accomplished a lot of stuff in my life. I have worked in a grocery store. I have ran register. Done loss prevention out of Hamricks and Spartanburg. I have done security multiple times at different security companies. Now I'm working my last one now at age 46. And doing what I love. I always wanted to work in radio, and I finally accomplished going into a radio station, actually sitting down and seeing how it does. And it has taught me a lot of what I do now and everything. And it went for, Action Jackson, that does for 103.3, giving me this idea the last time I was downtown when he was working for the other radio station, 98.9. He gave me the idea, and I got friends with him. I'm friends with a lot of people in a lot of places in radio. I got friends with people out in California, the radio station there, and I make friends at every radio station I go to, or I end up, they end up knowing who I am after a while, because I end up winning something, or I end up getting a sticker or something out of them. Because I love collecting. I like promoting a lot of different radio stations. I have a sticker in the back of my car. I'm the only one that probably does around here. It has 107.9 Big Cheese decal in the back window of my vehicle, and with the Great American Radio Show sticker up in the right-hand corner, too. I know the stickers are small and you can't hardly read them, but you listen to my show, you'll figure who I am around here in Greenville for sure after a while. Usually you can't miss me if I'm wearing a t-shirt either. I wear a gray one and a black one. I'm looking to maybe one day, get some more made later. Uh, I might even get my wife one. Wear, I don't know. I don't know if she's into that much. I have our concert t-shirt when we went to see the mixtape tour of New Kids on the Block and Tiffany and stuff. I wear that shirt sometimes, and to be part of that, you see all them videos on my Facebook/GradMan45 page too from that concert. If you go into my videos, you'll see all that. And I have it on YouTube too, of Naughty by Nature, Salt and Pepper, and all them. Tiffany and Debbie Gibson and New Kids on the Block. That's a pretty good show where we were sitting. I had a good video and audio, and everybody said I did pretty good with it. I have the rights to those too. I have rights to every part of my videos and stuff, and I put them on YouTube and stuff. I have sat through. I am a trained Skywarn spotter with the National Weather Service. I have been through a lot of different storms. If you notice my videos on YouTube, if you follow me up there, most of my videos, my show goes up there too. And it's under Greg Tuck. You can't miss my logo up there either on YouTube. I think I have Greg the Man Radio Show logo. I know I do on Twitter and Instagram. I'm on them, and I'm on Facebook. I follow about everything. I even follow Growing Broadway. Now they kind of getting too technical with that Going Broadway wrestling show. Something about sponsorships, and they can't announce about certain things. I'm like, what the? And what kind of podcasting y'all got into? Because heck, I'm in the middle of doing whatever I want and kind of using, I don't have a sponsor. I don't have a sponsor. I just not use people, but I like promoting and sponsoring things. But I just, if you're on my show, you'll get promoted anyway. Different things. I like, that's why I added commercials. Well, commercials have been added to the beginning of this show by Spreaker.com because I monetized it. Because I'm making a little bit of money myself, but I ain't got paid yet because I ain't got up a certain amount yet. But I like, putting different things in here. That's why I have that one commercial from that Walker's and somewhere. There's a Mainers in Belton. I used to do a voice of that show, that commercial. But we ain't got to do it right here, right now. I think my voice is about to go anyway. But I thought about jumping in here and see how things are going with everybody. And I know I get to talking a lot. And I have a comic book review coming up tomorrow on my show after I go pick up the new comic books at Richard's Comic Books tomorrow. Richard Comics. And everything, and have that and everything, and talk about all that going on. But other than that, I hope everybody has a great Saturday, Tuesday, and tomorrow will be Wednesday, will be halfway through the work week. I'll be back on here tomorrow, and everybody has a great Tuesday, and this is Greg Man for Greg Man Show. I'm going to let Greg Morton take me out of here, wherever you're at, Greg. From AG&T, he did this perfectly for me.